we go. EJ25 Subaru. You can see we got no timing belts and we got no components. So on this video, we're gonna quickly show you how to install the sprockets, idlers, and a tensioner. It's all right there. So let's get started. All right, so first what you need to do is make sure you're on TDC on your crank, lined up right there, okay? And then on the driver's side, all your marks on your cams, single bar, dual bar, single bar, all lined up to the cover. And then driver's side, this one you're gonna need a little bit of a special tools right here. I have a video installing this, so check it out on my short video. I got a video on installing this, pretty easy, quick. Make sure your cams are all tied together right there, all timed up on the 12 o'clock. On the dual bar, 6 and 12. And then on the side, it was 3 o'clock. All right, so when all those lock, everything in place, now it's time to put our components for the timing belts. All right, so what we're gonna do here first, we're gonna put a blue Loctite on each of these bolts. Just let it sit for a bit. Then the little one. And then our tensioner bolt is the last one. The thread lock that came with the kit is not enough, so I got my own here. Just a little bit of thread lock on those. Alright, so just let it sit for a bit, and then we'll install this to our engine right after. Alright, so first we're going to install is this two smooth idler. They're all the same size, they're all the same length, especially the bolt, so not a big deal. We'll install it here. Just a couple hand tight on each of these bolts. All right, next is going to be the small smooth pulley. And then the next one is this groove pulley right here. This will go right beside the water pump. Alright, so the last one here is this hydraulic tensioner. Make sure you get that two washer on the top and bottom of the bolts. Make sure you get this hydraulic here pre-primed. Okay, you just have to squeeze this back and forth in and out a couple times with your C-clamp. Make sure it sits like this when you press it in. And of course, you pull out the pin while you're compressing this pin in the middle here. C-clamp in and out, in and out. There's a lot of video about how to do that, so I'm not gonna show that on this video. I've been pre-pressed this already, so this is ready to go. Make sure I put the pin back in there, and then this goes into this hole right here. Make sure it's nice and straight. And then with all these bolts that we install, we're gonna torque all this in spec. This three right here, they are 28 foot-pounds. This one is 18 foot-pounds, and this one is 30 foot-pounds. Okay, there's a lot of other information out there. Some of them is close enough. There's some like 29, this is 12, and this is like 15 or something like that. But on my Mitchell's on Demand, this three right here and that one are 28 foot-pounds. This one is 18. Alright guys, so everything is all torqued to spec. Make sure to clean this pulley. Okay, no grease, no dirt or any other liquid on those pulleys and stuff. Nice and clean. Alright, so now it's time to put our timing belts on. Here we go. Gates right there came with the kit. T as in Tom 328. So this will go clockwise, so it goes to the right. If you're facing the engine, just go to the right. Okay, so just you want to make sure before you install, from here, from the pulley or the crank going to that pulley right here, if you want to count the teeth, they are about 51 teeth from the mark to the mark, and then on the other side from the crank to the sprocket on this side right here, those are 54.5 teeth. Okay, so let's install this belt quick and then we'll do the counts right after. All right, so you can see a bunch of dots line. That's the one for the crank. Goes into the white dot right there. Make sure to loosen the retainer. So let's start from this side here. Goes around. And you're gonna have to loosen this retainer here as well, so you can put the belt underneath. And you can see that we're gonna put that mark on our sprocket right there. You have to line it up from this mark right here. You can see he lined the belt marking and then to the back cover. Okay, so make sure those are lined up perfectly, and then it goes around at the other side of the pulley down the bottom. So all lined up like that. You can see the mark right there, the line. All right, so that tool comes with this guide right here. This is the best time to do this and easy way to find out that you're on the right spec. So just put it like that, and then you just have to tighten up this 2 bolts here with this Allen key. Okay, so look at that. Space is good, nice and clean. Same thing on the bottom here. Put this plastic guide and then line it up, and then you're just gonna snug up the Allen key. That's it. Look at that. This belt's not gonna move on us anymore. See, it's nice and tight. Let's move on to the other side. Around underneath the tensioner, underneath the small little idler smooth pulley, goes over up top. Now we got this guide right here for the line. The marks, make sure lined up on the belt, going to the back of the plastic cover. It's all lined up. Goes around on the other side, and there's a guide. Make sure that guide is loose, and then you line up the marks of the sprocket to the belt and then to the back of the plastic. Okay, push it in all the way in, and then we're gonna tie up this bolt here for the guides. But first, let's go around over the water pump, and then right on the groove pulleys right here. There's no marks on this water pump or groove pulleys. There's no mark or anything. So, and then the last part right here, we go over on top the smooth pulley, but we're not gonna do that yet. We go back over here. We'll tie up these guides with that Allen key. Okay, there you go. So this side is good. Now back in the middle here. This is the part that the last piece of the puzzle. We're gonna go over this pulley right here and make sure our tensioner is locked in place. Double check. Gonna use 2 hands on this one. There we go. All right, double check everything. Make sure we got everything all lined up. All right, so the last part is we're gonna pull the pin. It's all set. Torque to spec, all timed. We're gonna pull this pin right away here. Just make sure double check everything. Take out the pin, take out the locking tools, and then we'll put a socket and we'll spin this out. Make sure everything is good. nothing's gonna hit, nothing's gonna bind. We'll put a little bit of more assembly lube here before we spin this engine over. Okay, same thing on the other side. We'll put more engine lube right there before we spin it, and then when everything's good, we'll put the cover in, but make sure to put the silicone right here and silicone right there, and then everything is all gasket. So that's it, guys. So that's how you put timing belt on this EJ25. Same thing as the EJ20, all the same thing. So thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. See you guys again on the next one.